Hey there, Mr. Dupree. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, thank you. My name's Michael Folkard, and I'm a sales representative for Texas Instruments. Now, I believe you talked to Mr. Andrews, who's my manager, earlier this week on the phone. Do you recall this phone conversation?
Yeah, I do. He's actually the one that set up the meeting.
Excellent. And if my information from him is correct, you voiced some concerns to him about the current state of your calculator.
Yeah, I did. This thing is so old it hardly even works anymore.
That's a real shame because you're going to need that for your classes. And speaking of classes, are you in college or are you still in high school?
Yeah, I'm actually currently a senior in high school, and I'm actually about to take the SATs as well.
And what high school do you attend?
South Gwinnett. It's right across from the movie theater.
South Gwinnett. I've heard some good things about that school. Do you play any sports there?
Yeah, I'm actually on the varsity soccer team.
I played soccer in high school also. But more importantly, do you intend to move on to college following this high school year?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually trying to either get into an Ivy League school like either Princeton or Yale. That's my goal.
And when you get to one of those schools, hopefully you do, what do you plan to major in?
Mathematics.
That's a prestigious goal. But how is that possible with a dysfunctional classroom tool like this?
Well, the SATs will definitely be difficult without a good calculator. That's why I'm trying to find a new one.
And since you're not referring to this calculator, your calculator, as a good calculator, what in your mind entails a good calculator?
Well, for starters, I'm looking for one that can last longer than 2 weeks without dying and needing a new battery.
That's always nice. Longevity is helpful, especially if you want your calculator to perform well during a test or quiz. But what else do you desire in a calculator?
Well, this calculator is so slow. I type in the commands, press enter, and it takes a few seconds for the answer to be shown on the screen.
So processing speed is desirable for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Why do you think quick response time is so important for a calculator?
Well, in a test like the SAT, the sections are timed, and getting the answers and moving to the next section will help me complete the sections faster, and I won't have to worry about rushing and losing points if time is up before I finish.
That is important. Is there anything else you dislike about your calculator?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. The interface of my calculator is way too complex, and the letters at the bottom are way too small.
And why is the simplicity of this interface so important for you?
Well, it's aggravating to keep clicking the wrong buttons and having to start the entire calculation all over again. I want something simple, durable, and easy to use.
So the important qualities that you find in a calculator would be longevity, processing speed, durability, and simplicity.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. What would you do if your calculator lost battery during an important test? For instance, let's say the SAT.
To be honest with you, I'd probably be devastated because I would fail the math section and that would force me to take the test over again.
That sounds pretty awful. That's exactly what you want to avoid, right?
Exactly.
And how would you be affected if you kept that calculator as it is now and used it in a high-level math class at, let's say, Princeton or Yale?
Well, I would probably struggle to keep up in those classes, to be honest, and I need something that can graph and solve simple equations for most of those classes, and my current calculator can't even graph.
Yeah, that sounds like a big problem, especially if you plan to attend college soon.
Yeah, it's a huge problem.
So if your calculator, let's say, could graph, do you think you'd be able to properly perform in those high-level math classes?
Yes, I'd be able to follow along with the professor's graphs in class with my calculator and solve graphing test questions with it.
And if your calculator, let's say, was durable and had a high level of longevity, would that change your test-taking experiences at all?
Yes, that'd be great. I wouldn't have to worry about my calculator falling off my desk and breaking or my calculator dying during the test.
And that would lead to a much less strenuous test-taking environment, am I right?
Yes, absolutely. It'd be much less stressful on me, and it would allow me to focus on my tests and not the problems that I have with my calculator.
So let me get this straight. Having a durable, reliable, multifunctional calculator that can perform to excellence in the highest classrooms around the country, like Princeton and Yale, is very important to you.
Yes, very important.
Can I show you how my company, Texas Instruments, can deliver you a product that ensures all those fantastic qualities and much more?
Yes, please do.
This is Texas Instruments' very own TI-83 Plus. It has an 8-line by 16-character display interface and is easily navigated with basic and complex functions, which is separated on the keyboard for decreased complexity. This is an impact-resistant slide case, which is guaranteed to protect your calculator and is backed by a 1-year manufacturer warranty. Do you have any questions so far?
No, I'm actually good.
It is powered by 4 AAA batteries with a silver oxide battery backup to protect RAM memory during the main battery change. Or in other words, it can last up to 3 months without battery change, while the calculator you're holding there can only last about 1 month at the most. The TI-83 can graph 10 rectangular functions, 6 parametric expressions, 6 polar expressions, and 3 recursively defined sequences, while at the same time holding up to 10 graphing functions that can be defined, saved, graphed, and analyzed all at one time. Its function evaluation table shows the numeric evaluation of functions in table format. The advanced list-based 1 and 2 variable statistical analysis includes logistic, median, linear, logarithmic, exponential, power quadratic polynomials, cubic polynomials, and quadratic polynomial regression models. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The TI-83 calculates real and complex numbers almost instantaneously to 14-digit accuracy and is 2.5 times faster than what you have right there. So why don't you go ahead and make a computation for me, see how you like it.
Okay. 5 times 3 is 15.
And you like that processing speed?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Lucky for you, the TI-83 graphing calculator is certified to be used on the PSAT, SAT, which you're taking very soon, and the ACT college entrance exams, as well as AP tests, which you do in high school, and the IB exam. It is extremely useful for high-level college math courses like pre-algebra, algebra 1 and 2, trigonometry, geometry, pre-calculus, statistics, linear algebra, and calculus. In addition, the TI-83 is an electronically upgradable graphing calculator that allows you to have the most up-to-date functionality and software applications. Its flash ROM memory allows students to update and add software applications. TI Graph link cables and TI Connect software allows information to be transferred to a computer and printed or stored on a disk. And all of this, all the benefits that we laid out for you, plus an additional electronically upgradable graphing calculator, can be purchased at a reasonable price of $99.99. Now, after hearing these exclusive benefits offered by the TI-83 Plus, are you ready to commit this purchase to this model?
Well, it all sounds great, but to be honest, I'm not sure I want to pay $100 for a calculator.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dupree.
For what?
It seems I have failed to outline and describe the value that this calculator can bring to your future education. To me, excelling in and passing SAT in all of your college courses seems like it's worth $100.
Yeah, you're right. College tuition will be the major cost, but there's one more thing I'm not sold on. I don't see how the upgradable software is of any benefit to me. It seems like I'm paying for something I will never use.
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Mr. Dupree. First of all, the upgradable software allows you to stay with the fast-growing technology market. So every time the new technology comes out, we can just update your calculator right away. Second of all, we only have software updates once a year, so you don't have to worry about the hassle of every time you turn on your calculator, you have a software update, you have to wait for that to update. We package all of our software updates into one update a year, which is at the beginning of the year. This will keep your calculator up to date with changing technology and make sure it's a viable tool even 10 years from now.
Okay, well that doesn't actually sound as bad as doing all the updates all the time, and I'm ready to commit to the purchase.
Ready to commit to the purchase?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, would you like to set up a follow-up for next October?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And there, I can come back, I can talk to you about how you like in the product, we can see how it's going.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds great.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.